Bett, bass fishing at its best. Is proudly brought to you by the Kingfisher, distributors of Daiwa rods and reels. Before the break, most teams have boated their 5-fish limit. However, some teams are still struggling. With the clouds clearing and the wind picking up, teams are hopeful the fishing will too. As the clock counts down, the pressure mounts. With 5 fish in the boat, we go on board with Julian and Martin of Team Yamaha SHO Rapala. Fishing the banks past the island, they are on the hunt of a good kicker to pump up their bag.
First spot that we fished kind of like just proved that what happened in practice we could carry on throughout the rest of the day and we'd get a limit. By 9 o'clock we had our 5 in the boat, but as everyone knows, it hasn't been huge fishing or huge fish. Fishing's been quite tough, and yeah, just in general got to keep on catching a small little fish, and every now and then you get a keeper. And yeah, basically what we're trying to do now is just get one lucky decent sized fish, and when I say decent size, if it can be a kilo plus, it's definitely going to upgrade your bag. But the last, let's say 3.5 hours, it's been pretty quiet. No keepers in the boat, just undersize. All we're doing now is we're starting to rotate areas that we've caught some of our better fish during the day, and hopefully we can get another bite. But having said that, we're in pretty much our last 1 year, and then we're going to start venturing up where we got a couple fish in practice, but we didn't really think it would help us that much. But I mean, with the amount of boats that are on the water, there's quite a few of the areas have been fished several times. You get the feeling that the fish have been basically pushed back into the reeds and wherever they're hiding in that, they're definitely feeling the boat pressure, there's no doubt about that. And now, having said that, the boat pressure on a new dam like this, when fish are not used to having so many boats on the water, it's definitely shut them down. We're just hoping that this breeze and that in the afternoon is going to turn them on. Maybe we can get 1 or 2 more fish.
Currently 11th, and with a good limit, Team Bass Devils of Rob and Grant fished the banks in front of Kontani Resort.
What we did is we launched at the slipway there, we went straight across down into the bay at the bottom there. And we got 2 fish there on spinnerbait, weighers on spinnerbait. And then we caught a couple of non-weighers. And after that we directed ourselves up to the top of the dam there past the island into one of the little bays there. And we hit a small patch of catching a fish on isolated rock in a depth of about 14 foot using Junebug fluke with a very slow to dead stick retrieve. And now we're just looking for one more to cull our small one we've got there, and we should have a bag of about 4.5–5 kilos hopefully. We got fairly early in the morning, we got a couple of bites, and then we've had a few lull periods. We found that our style of fishing we're doing, it's very patient and slow, tedious fishing, so you know, you take your time. Yeah, we came 2 weeks ago. We obviously the first time Rob and I both fished this dam. We came here, so we came blind, and we by chance happened to have a packet of Junebug flukes in the boat. And we tried everything, and eventually we put those Junebug flukes on, and I think we caught, on average on the first day, I think it was about 20 fish the first day weighers, and about 3 weighers the second day. But we only had a short period of fishing on the second day. So we did all right, nothing substantial, but enough to get you a limit.
After a day of high expectations, most teams head back to the banks of Kontani, disappointed with their bag of bass. It now comes down to the scale. And the 5th position goes to Lawrence and Richard Savage of Team Savage with a bag weight of 3,09 kgs. Team Skov R.A.W of Andrew and Gerard secure themselves 4th position, bagging 3,11 kgs. 3rd overall for the day goes to Noel and Willie of Team SKF, presenting 3,97 kgs at the scales. The Josini Tiger Lodge 2nd position goes to no strangers to the top 10. Casper and Brian of Team El Grande Lewis 2 with a bag weight of 4 kgs dead. The Yamaha champions for the month of March and first time on the podium this season, Team Bass Devils of Rob and Grant secure the top spot with a bag weight of 4,37 kgs.
We came here 2 weeks ago and practiced. We started off on this side here. We got a couple of fish on spinnerbait. We then went across down to the far side past the island in a bay. We fished the spot. We hooked 5 fish there. So we went back today from practice, and we caught those fish in that area. Spent most of the day in that area and we caught all those fish there. On a Junebug fluke, very slow fishing, almost dead sticking, rock face with a bit of weed in front of it.
The Sterkfontein Dam top 10 teams for the month of March are as follows. The KZN Logs, after this third event, sees Team El Grande Lures 2 holding strong in first position, while Bass Devils make their debut into the top 10, jumping from 11th to 2nd. The Kingfisher Tackle Box, distributors of R.A.W rods and reels.
How's it, guys? Last month in the Kingfisher Tackle Box we spoke about the Light and Tough spinnerbait and cranking series rods. This month we're going to focus on another 2 rods in the Fantastic range, and that's namely the worming and jigging rod as well as the top water twitching. 2 very highly specialized rods, both powered by ep6 graphite, make them very, very sensitive and nice and light. And also just want to highlight in particular with the Light and Tough series as well as the top water twitching here, how important it is to match up your bait with the correct rod. The reason for that is the top water twitching rod is powered by, I'd say, medium action backbone followed by a nice lightweight tip. What that lightweight tip does for you when coupled with a bit of a sturdier backbone is create a lot more tip action than what you would normally be used to. When fishing soft and hard plastic jerkbaits such as these here, such as a hard plastic jerkbait like that, something like a Spromax stick, a suspending jerkbait, as well as a kamikaze fluke style bait. Once again, when a fish does bite the bait, you're going to have a little bit of extra reaction time to set that hook. So make sure you pair up either your hard or your soft plastic jerkbait with the right rod, such as the Team R.A.W Light and Tough top water twitching. That tip action really makes the difference. When it comes to fishing a worm or a jig, once again, the Light and Tough worming and jigging series is the way we go. What I like about the 7-foot model is it has an extended casting butt. What that helps with is obviously double action casting, gives you further distance, more control in your cast, better accuracy, and obviously better hook set power. Team R.A.W has loaded this rod with a medium to heavy action butt section and a slightly lighter tip. Once again, that helps with obviously detecting a bite, extra flexibility in the cast, and once again that little bit of reaction time. Make sure you complement your choice of bait with the right choice of rod. I guarantee you that'll catch more fish. I choose Team R.A.W, so should you.
Join us next month as teams battle it out at R.A.W Dam on the 28th of May. Come fishing with Bett, the most exciting bass fishing tournament the country has to offer. And get informed. Visit www.bett.co.za. Bass fishing at its best is proudly brought to you by Yamaha VMAX, super high output 4-stroke outboards. Jacini Tiger Lodge, the Kariba of South Africa. And the Kingfisher, distributors of R.A.W rods and reels. Catch the next exciting Bett Gauteng premiere on the 3rd of May on SuperSport 1 at 6 p.m.